Just really our reads defensively when you watch it on film. The same stuff we practice, it's just a matter of guys settling down. Here's the opportunity, let's take advantage of it. I just thought we just did a better job of doing it in the second half, and reading it and playing the spacing. And we had a great flow there. Mike gets in foul trouble, but I thought this was the first game all season, in my opinion, that West was good in stretches defensively, even though he didn't score it, but he was good, so we were able to maintain, able to make plays while Mike was in foul trouble, but we just came up short.
What were you told on that timeout where it turns into the flagrant Logan?
Well, obviously they said Logan wrapped him up, but I saw it on film. I mean, it's two guys. I don't think Logan wrapped him up to stop him from getting a rebound. Both guys going for the ball. You call on both guys, or you don't make a call at all. I mean, because it's not, he's coming full speed, so it's not like Logan grabbed him to wrap him up. He's coming, so Logan trying to block out. They get tangled there. Yeah, I mean, but those are good officials, but I'm not sure if that was the right call because I watched it on the sideline. Yeah, tough one.
Well, you called that timeout right before.
Yes.
You're planning for an offensive possession, and then I found the video,
yeah.
And I see your face when you're told, hey, it's their ball, they get free throws in possession. Just that really swung the game a little bit.
It was a tough one, all ball, tight game. Great momentum, great flow. Yeah, that's tough, and you not gonna say the air went out of our guys, but man, it's like, what happened? So you get 2 free throws, you get the ball. That's a tough pill to swallow when you fight so hard just to get wins. Yeah, but
considering the opponent, would it be fair to say this was one of your best games of the season, if not the best, the way you guys played?
I think that's fair, but I think we've been this, in my opinion, the last 2 weeks or so. This is because I think our guys have absorbed the fact that in order for us to win and be good, we have to defend. So whether the shots are falling or not, we have to defend. I think I wouldn't necessarily say it was a fight for our guys all season, understand the importance of defending. They just didn't grasp it, like the value of really defending every time down and what it means to give you a chance to win games. Because you can see the pain in our guys. Really, the last 2 weeks, you can see it. Well, that's growth. You got to deal with it in order to move forward. Not certainly like where we are today than obviously 3 or 4 weeks ago, because I think we've made the progress on both sides of the ball, and now we've just got to consistently get wins. And like I told our guys, I said I've seen a lot of ball in my lifetime. That's not a 1-in-12 team that when you watch that team. You come in this arena and say, man, that team there's, because I'm not sure there's a tougher team in this league, and it's a good league, but I'm not sure there's a tougher. Now, this team probably have more parts in here and there, but toughness, grit, and fighting, I put us up against anybody today. Yeah, I wouldn't say that 3 weeks ago.
Just one last question on that call. Just you call the timeout, they do that. Does that even get called if you don't take that timeout? Just from it lasted a little. It was a little bit afterwards,
yeah.
Where I mean, if you called, if that happened against you, you would have done the same thing. But just what is the limitations on it?
So are you asking me if?
Just the limitations on being able to ask for that, because it sometimes does go off the clock.
Well, I think you can ask for it as a coach. You can see it, just like, for example, we're coming down the floor and somebody get tangled, one of our guys get hit with an elbow. You can go ask for that, yeah, you can.
If the game continues, you can have them go back and look at it?
Yes, what happens, you go right away and say, man, hey, here's a call, did you see that? And they'll go back to the monitor and check it out, yes. But they're not going to go back 6 or 7 minutes later. But if there's a live play, maybe you go check that. Once a dead ball, then they'll go check it, yes.
So if there's no dead ball for a minute or two, do you think they can go back and look at that? Or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so, no.
And it's hard, Michael's so good, but he only gets to play 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's hard to win when that happens, isn't it?
I think that's fair to say, but I mean, I think you take Hudson off that team and he's not effective. I mean, you look at him, you take Sturts off. I mean, I just think when you have a key guy like that, I mean, you're talking about an all-league guy. I mean, you name 5 of the toughest matchups in the league, Mike's one of them. So you lose a guy like that on your team. Now, if you ask me a year later with experience, then it might be different because you've been around each other. But when you count on that piece, because part of the reason why we're playing better because we understand you have to get the ball to Mike. You have to get it to him. He'll find the guy. He'll make the right plays. Yeah, but we're not the same team Mike's on the bench. No, not at all.
What is it about Jacobson coach teams that makes them so difficult to beat?
Well, I just think they're a good team. I mean, you ask me if they're all equal, then I can probably answer it differently. But I mean, we're fighting to get where we need to be. If you ask me that a year later, 2 years later, I can better answer that. I could answer it better, in 2008, 9, 10, 11. So obviously it proved it. But I mean, they're a good team. He does a great job coaching. They put his guys in position, but they have experience. I mean, they have a lot of experience. Those guys been together. I mean, Anderson is the elite level slasher. They've been together. That's the difference with experience. Yeah, I mean, give them credit. They won the game.
Anderson, I mean, you guys, he got you guys pretty good that first game
Yeah.
against you guys. You held them without a score for the
Yeah.
today. Just adjustments on him when
Man,
that's
just
one of
fight.
the best players in the league.
Fight, defense. You got to fight. You got to make him work, make him go over the top of you. And it just really is, it's being a student of the game. It's the scouting report to understand he's a high-level slasher. His strength is not shooting three-point shots, and he doesn't shoot pull-ups. So in order for him to beat me, he's slashing in transition. I got to take that away. I got to keep him off the glass. I got to take that away, and I can't let him just slash and drive left. So I got to take all those things away and force him to go to his plan C or D. And we did that. But you can't let good players play their strength. Like, he dominated us in the post last game. He had 5 offensive rebounds. He slashed. He did whatever. He posted us up. What didn't happen tonight, we took pride in defending and playing hard. And but I think our guys were on notice because he's a good player.
That's a step for this team. I mean, just the buy-in to be able to.
Oh, no question, no question. I've seen the growth. Again, losing doesn't feel good. It's painful, but I've seen the growth in our guys. I mean, the work. I mean, again, just even in the practice, those guys come back to practice with a hard hat on, working. I mean, it's a great thing to see, and I appreciate it. I thank God for it all the time, the way they come back to practice with a hard hat on, getting better every day, and just, yeah, that's what it takes.
Coach, you talked about right now, you were, quote, you were a different player, right? Maybe it's because of the era or whatever, but you were a different guy, right? You were a different cat. With these guys, the fact that they keep losing closely, but they keep showing hunger, they keep showing discipline, does that say something about them as well? I mean, again, right, we always talk about finding high character guys who recruit people. Is that kind of part of their makeup that you're seeing maybe they're growing into, growing tougher?
No doubt, that's no question. And I'm not saying I was better than these guys either. But yes, you can see the resiliency, the determination, the grit, the fight, trying to find a way. And those close ones, it's just, putting yourself in position. It's me helping them as a coach. Let's find this. Let's not, okay, we didn't turn the ball over here. We just didn't make a shot. You want to make your free throws down the stretch. All those little things that it just turns. I mean, you're in the ballpark. Now we just got to keep getting on base.
Right, so my question is, right, after all these narrow losses, do you feel like at some point the ball has to start bouncing your way because you are getting closer and doing the little things that matter down the stretch?
I think so, but you got to earn the win. You got to pay what you owe, and you can't get bored with the mundane. I mean, you had to jump stop, 2 pass. I mean, you had 10 turnovers in the first half. How does that happen? So now that means instead of 10, let's make it 5. Because again, it's just hard to say, man. Well, this lost the game. This call, it was a tough call, critical moment. But it's 40 minutes in the game where we had 10 turnovers in the first half. How did this happen? We turned the ball first possession. So again, you got to earn the victory, and it got to continue to pain you. While it's paining you, you got to grow in the pain, and you'll get better.